Hi everyone, it's Latin Roses. If you suffer with knee pain or any problems with your knees, specifically problems with your knee cartilage, and you're looking for a more natural treatment for yourself, then this video is definitely for you. So keep watching. Hi everyone, it's Latin Roses. If you suffer from knee pain or problems with your knee cartilage and you're looking for a more natural way to possibly help yourself, then you want to watch this video. My next guest is a self-studied naturopath from the UK, and he was able to help himself naturally using apple cider vinegar. And today to talk about it with us is all the way from the UK is Kevin McDermott. Hi,
Hello.
Kevin.
Hi.
So what kind of problems were you having with your knee?
Well, because I was an amateur football referee, I had to obviously run up and down the pitch and probably slightly fitter maybe than some of the players. But on this particular day, I mean, I had the twinges before at the back of the knee and a little bit at the front of the knee. I never took much notice of them really, but I think that's where it starts. Anyway, on this particular day, it was really hot and the ground was very hard. So that didn't really help the situation, no doubt. And all of a sudden, with about 20 minutes of the game to go, I might add, it was excruciating pain from the back to the front, and I had to hobble all the way for the last 20 minutes through the game without really. Well, I couldn't run, that's for sure. But luckily, it was a one-sided match. It was really all over by half time, so I didn't have to sort of push myself. Anyway, by the by, I knew something had gone wrong this time because that little twinge had become a lot more than it had been in the past. So anyway, obviously I went to get the test, and a walk-in clinic revealed on the standing X-ray that my cartilage had moved. Basically, you can imagine a cartilage, and it was stuck out apparently like this out the cartilage, so it was coming away, wear
Wow.
and tear probably. Obviously, running up and down the pitch and obviously moving your muscle all the time didn't help. So immediately, as I've done many times before with other stuff that has gone wrong in my body, I go look and start searching. And apple cider vinegar does come up quite a lot in a lot of places, but a lot of people don't like taking it. But it's basically a lubricant for your bones, basically. This is why it does actually do something. So I was on that for quite some time, probably about, I don't know, maybe 4 weeks to 6, 7 or 8 weeks before I started feeling stuff, which was a lot easier. And when
Kev,
I got a job, sorry,
um, did you go to the doctor and get diagnosed with a
well,
knee?
I say I went into a walk-in clinic. Here they have walk-in clinics where you can have a standing front and back X-ray,
Oh, okay.
which revealed it was the actual cartilage. And of course, they said to me, at this point, we won't actually ask to operate because unless it gets to the point where you just cannot walk on it, they don't really want to get involved with it because probably costs more than anything else. So I
Hmm.
thought, well, I'm not going to be putting up with this. So I ended up, like I say, trying apple cider vinegar, which, like I say, if you can imagine the ball joint, obviously eventually it wears and tears away, and there's no lubricant there, it becomes dry. So it's like a grinding effect. And that's what it was feeling like on my knee. Now I had a job which I had to go on the
Probably
back.
need surgery eventually, right? For it sounds like
That's
it
yeah.
sounds like we're going to need surgery eventually for this, right?
Well, it's not got. As far as I'm concerned, it's okay now. I've not had a problem since, and I mean that was how long ago? That was 4 years ago.
Wow.
Uh, and another 2 seasons of football refereeing didn't stop me running up and down the football pitch. So it's never gone. And I think the secret is if you get it at the very beginning and you know what to do to lubricate yourself, apple cider vinegar is one of the many answers. There are also like gelatin in jelly, which if you take gelatin capsules, that also acts the same way. It goes straight to the joints and lubricates the joints, so it becomes a lot easier. Now, there are people, if you go look on your online and go research, there are some people who reckon they can regrow the cartilage with
Hmm.
certain vitamins and herbs. I've never done that, obviously, but I've never needed to. But it is very, very interesting read on cartilages. Yeah, I think it was a shark. shark cartilage, I think it was, that was mentioned where they could replace it with that. But I can say it's now 4 or 5 years ago at least, and I've not had a problem since. Yes, I have twinges on my knee, but not the pain twinges. It's just like as if it's a bit stiff maybe sometimes. So I just have a dose of apple cider vinegar, and if
That's
I take
That's really amazing. Kevin, how long did you take the apple cider vinegar before you actually started to notice changes in your knee?
it was about 8 weeks, or about a couple of months before I thought it felt easier. And if I kept taking it over and over again, probably about I think I just put about a tablespoon in a warm water glass 3 times a day. Because if you think about medication, the mainstream medication, it's the same principle. You have to take a dose 3 times a day to get into your body regular for it to go away. And that's what it does. But if you put it in your diet regular every day, hopefully that will keep it at bay. I mean, obviously, once the cartilage goes,
Right.
you're too late.
Okay, so we did a prior video where we discussed how you use apple cider vinegar to help cure you of your nasal polyps. And in
Yeah.
that, you mentioned you used like a cup of water with 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Would that
Yeah.
be the same dosage for your knee?
Well, in apple cider vinegar, I decided to take 3 tablespoons in one go, and it was a bit harsh to take, but they do it with honey now. Like I say, in the Bragg's bottles, they have it like honey and apple cider together, like 50-50. But I did it to speed things up a little bit because that was really, really annoying, and it was a very, very bad thing to have at the time. So I did it 3 times a day, but 3 tablespoons a day. And then eventually, after 2 or 3 weeks, when I felt it was a bit easier, I brought it down to 1 tablespoon. And now I just have it with 1 teaspoon, just to keep the maintenance there. And that did the trick because, as you know or don't know, but it's like an antihistamine, really. The honey is the antihistamine to keep the allergies at bay, if you like,
So
and
like
the
up a
and
bottle
the
ACV with the honey that came in it, which I've never seen that here in the US, but maybe it's out there. But so you
yeah.
recommend using honey also in the water with the apple.
Yeah, and obviously when you buy it with the honey, it's not, you don't really taste too much of the honey. You might think it's still a bit harsh to take, so that's not a problem. Just add some more honey to your own taste.
Hmm.
Yeah, because obviously the antihistamine obviously comes from the honey, but the actual inflammation and is sorted out by the apple cider vinegar, which is good for joints and obviously any inflammation in the body really. And I might add it's also good for the heart.
Mm. I'm really amazed that with that simple home treatment of apple cider vinegar, honey, and water, that you were able to avert having a surgery on your knee for it to get worse. I think it's amazing.
It, Knowledge is powerful, isn't it? Really, when you think
It
about
really,
it. Do your own research and put your health in your own hands. Somebody said to me once, and that's true. It's in your own hands. But if you go and accept what you've got, and then go to the doctor, and then take a piece of paper and go to the chemist, and they get the money for that product, then they give a backhander back to the doctor to say thank you for that. And that's how it goes round. That's the business of the land, unfortunately. We all know.
yeah. So thank you so much for sharing your story. I know it's going to help a lot of people out there.
That's right.
Yeah. So,
I'll add vinegar in my tea.
oh, yeah, I always keep it in my water at my nightstand at night.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so I know you have a successful Facebook group. What is it called and where can people reach it on Facebook? What's
You
the
have to
name?
be careful. You have to be careful now because there are two. There's what somebody's put on. What the alternative, or what is the alternative? But I put what's with an S. The
Okay, I'll
alternative.
put it down there in the video. So,
Yeah.
okay, so that's
Yeah.
where they can reach you. And I think they should contact you because you're a really great source. You have a lot of great, interesting
Yeah.
stories. That's a really good Facebook group. I'm really enjoying it.
Okay. Thank you.
So thank you for being here today.
See you soon.
I think it's really amazing that something as simple as apple cider vinegar and honey and water can help someone like Kevin be relieved from knee pain and his problems with his knee cartilage. And that is somebody's testimony that it really happened. I have another video on apple cider vinegar, how I consider it my medicine. It's helped me through so many things conditions improve. And I want to caution here that I'm not a doctor, neither is Kevin. We're not saying that we can cure or heal anybody of anything, but we just want to give you guys extra tools, natural tools that might help you as another alternative to, say, maybe just medications and surgery. Um, I do believe in Western medicine, and I do believe in Eastern medicine, natural healing ways, and I think we can all work together and help each other. It doesn't have to be one or the other. So I think information is powerful, like Kevin said, and it's very important to do your research and check with your own physician and, run the test yourself, run the experiment on yourself and see if it helps you. I mean, what do you really have to lose except maybe gain your health back? So if you like this video and you find it useful, share it on your social media. Like this video if you like it. If you want to stay in touch, subscribe. If you have any other ideas or suggestions of things that you want to see, let me know in the comments below. And if you subscribe, let me know where you're located. I love everybody and I love keeping in touch with everybody. And as always, I wish you love, peace, and joy.